Hello, welcome to Reviews with Love Christmas edition. So now we're going to be talking about the Lifetime movie, A Picture Perfect Holiday. Yay, I actually really love this one. I expected to because it's got Tatiana Ali, who plays Gabby, a freelance fashion photographer, and what's his name? Henderson Wade, who plays Sean, a wildlife photographer. So yeah, Gabby has been doing freelancing for a really long time for this big magazine, and she sees that, oh, they have an opening for a full-time staff photographer, and she's really interested in interviewing for that position because she feels like she could do it. So her contacts, the person that usually hires her for the jobs that she does, she goes to her and says, hey, I really want this position. And the person says, well, I would love to usually, but I just don't think you're ready for something like that. What we're looking for is someone that can really put emotion into the pictures. I mean, you're a great photographer, but we just don't feel that emotion, that connection from your pictures, and I just don't think I can recommend you for something like that. And Gabby's persistent, like, listen, just give me a chance. I can really make this work. Just tell me, what do you think I need to do? And she's like, okay, you know what? You should go to this photography retreat that's happening in, where were they? Is it Colorado? I don't know. But somewhere out there. And they're like, you should go to this retreat. I think you'd really love it. It would really ramp up your skills, teach you what you may need to know to really just make that connection. And she mentioned her friend Bill, that he runs it and everything. So Gabby's like, all right, fine. Yes, I will do it. I'll be out in the nature, really just feeling everything. So she's like, great. So she goes and she calls to make a booking for her rental so that she has a place to stay. She books it and she's like, oh, perfect. So when she gets there, it turns out, oopsies, there's someone else there. This guy, who turns out to be Sean, he's there and he's already checked himself in and all that. So they end up calling and say, hey, they may have been mixed up. There's someone in my room. And they're like, oh no. The owners of the place were like, oh no, we double booked. Oh, by all means, would you please could you possibly make it work? We don't have any other place. Gabby's not really for this. So they're like, well, we'll make it work for right now until maybe we could possibly find something. So she ends up running into a friend of hers from school, and her name's Danny, and she happens to be with her girlfriend Amelia, and they end up teaming up as a group because of where they sat. Like, okay, you guys are going to be a group on this photography retreat journey, and you guys will work together or in partners or in pairs or something like that and get all that done. So all this time, Danny has been trying to propose to her girlfriend Amelia, and Amelia has been trying to propose to her girlfriend Danny. So that's a whole thing in its sense. They're both trying to figure out the perfect time to propose to each other, but they both also don't know each other. One another was trying to propose to the other. So I happen to say with Gabby, so they make it work. She ends up having to stay with Sean. But all this time, they're doing negotiation for the bed and all this stuff like that. Hey, who's going to get this bed? A coin toss happening. But all this time, they're really enjoying their time with each other. Gabby is warming up to Sean, and Sean has always warmed up to Gabby. Things like, oh gosh, you just gotta relax, this is how you're gonna take a photo and this, and you just want everything to be so perfect. And he's very free-spirited, and she's all organized and focused, and it has to be like this. But she slowly starts to warm up. So that's the premise of that movie, and I loved it. I enjoyed it very much. So Sean each morning would make breakfast, and Gabby would be like, I don't eat breakfast. And she's like, but that does smell good. And she's like, oh, well, do you want me to make it plain? And she's like, no, no, no. And she starts eating out his food and everything. It's like, no, I don't want you to make me plain. I don't eat breakfast. while she's eating his breakfast. So that was a bit funny. I thought Sean, yeah, he was really funny in this. He has a very relaxed personality, the character. Obviously, but the actor did a good job of portraying all of that. So yeah, my opinion is I did love it. Their chemistry was really good. Yeah, they had really good chemistry, which I loved. And with the cooking, with the food, the breakfast. Okay, so I do eat breakfast, but I said I'll eat breakfast if someone makes me breakfast, because I'm not waking up early enough to eat breakfast. Unless I just randomly happen to wake up super early. But the type of breakfast I like is basically what Sean was cooking for her, pancakes and all these, you know. I don't like eggs or anything, scrambled eggs, or I only like boiled eggs, but yeah, but definitely the pancakes and waffles and all this stuff. So I was making all this food, and I have to admit, it made me really, really hungry. So yeah, I was on the same page with her, saying, I was like, I don't eat breakfast. I eat breakfast if you've made it. It's like, yeah, you cooked that? Definitely, I am eating it. So I enjoyed that part. I was like, yeah. Made me want to eat it once again. I couldn't experience this because I'm not in the movie. I don't even know if it's real food, but I would imagine there had to be some that was real food. Who knows? But hope it wasn't like sitting there for hours. But I don't know. I still might have eaten it if it's pancakes. Nice, delicious, fluffy pancakes. But back to the movie. Yeah, so I definitely did like that. It was great cook as far as breakfast, and he also made dinner, and then they also ordered in and stuff like that. So there was a variety of different things, but the fact that he would make the effort to make her breakfast, even though she said a million times she does not eat breakfast, but she would eventually eat it, and they just had a wonderful time together. So I definitely enjoyed the whole movie. I have to say, I was really interested in it. My goodness, I was so tired once again because I was watching this really late, and I was like, oh, this movie is so good, I don't want to fall asleep. Like, I don't want to miss anything. And eventually I did kind of wake up a bit more because I was really liking the movie, and they were talking about food, so woke my stomach up, and I was like, okay, yeah. I'm really paying attention now. So yeah, all in all, a picture perfect holiday. A+ for me, my opinion. It was an A++. I also love Tatiana Lee, so I watch her Christmas movies every year, at least since I started watching once again. So yeah, I definitely loved it. This is one of her best for me. She's done others that I did love too, but this is definitely one of her best for me. And there's plenty more coming, so by all means, do subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can continue to get updates about all of this. So yeah, once again, I loved it. I love the chemistry. It was really great. Henderson Wade did a fantastic job. Loved his personality in it. Very funny. I actually laughed a lot more in this movie. I think that I have in the ones I've watched thus far. Not all of them are supposed to be funny, but I will say this one did make me chuckle a few times. So genuine chuckles, not like, oh, this is supposed to be funny. But no, it actually was funny. Yeah, it actually was funny and genuinely made me laugh. So yeah. Alright, but thank you again for listening. Until next time, remember to check out for yourself a picture perfect holiday. Tatiana Lee, Henderson Wade. Alright, until next time, thank you again. Bye.